Hi everyone, apologies if there's any tears in this video. I don't know if I'll cry or not. I didn't think I would, but now I'm actually, recording it, feeling like. But anyway, you obviously know the update I'm about to give because you just saw the start of the video, and a lot of you do follow me on Instagram or like my Facebook page. So, first of all, I want to apologise, even though I don't have to, for being off of YouTube and not posting new videos, because I do love posting them, but obviously a lot's been going on. So yeah, in July, me and Reese found out that I was pregnant with baby number 3, which was a massive surprise. It was not planned. We were scared. We were surprised because Sunday was only just turned 1, because she turned 1 in June, and it just wasn't planned. But he was our child, baby 3, our third baby. It was our child. We were shocked, but we were excited after that, and started thinking of names, and like about a month later I did like a little picture to announce pregnancy, and yeah, so we got excited, and like it became real, and we told our family and friends, and then we announced it on Facebook and Instagram, and it was exciting. I even bought a little vest for the baby. We started thinking about paternity leave and just all the things. I had a midwife appointment, and I fell down the stairs. I can't remember the date now, but I think it was when I was meant to be 8 or 9 weeks. So I fell down the stairs. So they were like, "Have you had a scan yet?" I was like, "No, not until like 12 weeks." And they were like, "Right, we'll get you in." Went in, had a scan, and they just said that, well, I had the scan like externally on my tummy, and then they did an internal scan because I couldn't really see anything. So that was one worry I had straight away, because I was like 9 weeks, you should see something. Did an internal scan and said the baby was quite small, probably just 6 weeks, not 8 or 9 weeks like I thought it was. But because it was unplanned, I was unsure of the date of ovulation, unsure of the date of my period, all these things. So I was like, right, I could be 6 weeks. I could have calculated it wrong. But right, okay, that's fine. Looks like 6 weeks, healthy 6 week, like baby, come back in, I think they said 2 weeks, scanned again, and we'll see. So 2 weeks later, I got scanned again, and that time they did see something externally. So there had been growth from the first scan. So she said the first scan could have been like 5 weeks maybe, and then this one now measuring, I think it was between 6 and 7 weeks. So there has been growth, but not much, and they still couldn't find a heartbeat. So that was like a blow, and I was by myself because of coronavirus. And they also said it looked like there could be 2 sacs, so it could be twins, and like it was very all up in the air. It wasn't like completely negative or completely positive. It was an unsure scan. And then they said, come back in 10 days and we'll find out if your pregnancy is valid, was the words. So I was pretty sure, because I was in the room, I seen the doctor's reaction, I seen what was on the scan, and I was like, I don't think this is good news. Yeah, this was quite positive, and I was trying to be, but I just knew, I just felt like I knew. 10 days after, luckily Reese got to come with me, went for the scan, and that was the Thursday, which I'm not sure the date, but anyway, went for the scan, and I'm not gonna cry. That was when we told us the baby had not grown from the last appointment at all, and there was definitely no heartbeat. So at this point I would have probably, if I was going by my original dates, I would have been 12 weeks, maybe just over 12 weeks, but if I'm going by the second kind of amount of dates that they got when they thought I was actually 6 weeks, not 9 weeks in the first scan, I would have been 8 or 9 weeks. So I think my first calculations were right, so I think I would have been 12 weeks, but obviously baby stopped growing at 6 weeks. So yeah, we got told that, and I was kind of in shock. I was expecting it, but I just felt like completely in shock, and I was obviously worried about the next part as well, like going through the miscarriage and how hard that was going to be, and I might need surgery, which is my biggest fear after the 2 surgery experiences I've had. Reese was crying. He was so upset because he was so positive and just didn't expect it at all. So in a way that distracted me from being upset, because I was like, well, Reese is upset and he's never upset. So I focused on him, and so yeah, after we got that scan, sorry, I went to get a drink of water. Yeah, so after that scan, got taken to a different room, given a picture of the baby, and we spoke about our options, which are wait for your body to do naturally, which my body clearly wasn't. If I was, it could have been 12 weeks, but baby had not grown since 6 weeks. Medical management, which is when you take a tablet, and you can take, I think it's 2. I'm not a medical professional, so I could be wrong. You can take 2 courses of this it can take, and some people it doesn't work. So you can take those tablets to get things started, and then you will pass naturally at home, the baby. Or 3, surgical management, which is when they remove the baby surgically. I chose medical management to begin with because I don't like surgery. I've got fear of surgery in general, and also they couldn't book me until the Monday anyway, and it was the Thursday I found out. So they said I could take the tablet over the weekend, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm booked in, so I don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be a long process, because for a lot of people that's really hard, and I thought that would be hard as well for me. So I took the tablet, went home, told everyone the sad news, told our Grace the sad news, which was really difficult. I'm not going to get into that now. And we waited. I've had cramps that were way worse than I expected. I expected like period cramps, and I actually had, like, it felt like contractions, which just made everything worse because it felt like birth, and it was just such a bad experience in general. Nothing good about it. And I did, sorry if this is too much information for people, but I'm presuming if you're watching this, you've probably had a miscarriage or want to learn about it, so I'm going to tell you the truth. I did have a bit of bleeding. I had 1 clot, which, I don't know, I didn't really look at it, I didn't want to, I don't know if that's, I don't know, everyone deals with it differently, but I don't know, I passed 1 clot and a bit of blood, and then I didn't bleed at all. That was only on the first afternoon and then the morning of the next day, so Thursday night, or Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, and after Friday morning I did not bleed at all. So I went in on Monday, was the date that they had booked me for surgery if I needed it, so I had to get scanned first. I went in with Reese, had the scan, and there was still pregnancy and perhaps baby in there. They couldn't really tell because they were so small, so they didn't really know what I had passed and what I hadn't. So there was still pregnancy, and they said if it's a certain percentage, I can't remember what it is, then you could leave it, and if it's higher than that, then they recommend surgery. And it was really high. It was like I passed like a tiny bit, and I was still very much pregnant. And it was, I could even see it in the scan. So that was a shock for one, and I was terrified. I'm not going to go into too much about the surgery because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm suffering with PTSD right now from this being now the 3rd traumatic surgery I've had, and probably the most traumatic because there was no baby at the end, unfortunately. So nothing good came out of this surgery, and it is not very nice surgery at all in any way. I was awake because I had a spinal, but I had to be given gas now the whole time, so I was having multiple panic attacks. I was freaking out, and I was amazing. I want to point out the staff, impeccable, the best staff I've had in a hospital ever. They were all briefed on my previous trauma. They were so supportive, but it was so traumatic because it was a miscarriage, and also just, if some of you might not know, but I've had both my 2 daughters, Ella, Grace and Sunday, their births both involved surgery, both emergency surgeries, and it was it's been tough, and this has just pushed me over the edge a bit. That's why I'm not going to go right into the surgery and explain everything that happened. But yeah, so I'm told to get surgery. I took the tablets. They give you more tablets, so I don't know maybe to just help with relieving the pregnancy, I don't know. Took more tablets, I had to go to the bathroom, they had to take blood, and then, yeah, right after that, pretty much, it was really quick. They came in and they said they were ready to take me to surgery. So yeah, luckily Reese got to come with me, even during coronavirus, I was awake, and obviously it is a horrible situation to be alone in. Yeah, and surgery took about an hour, we came back out, and then I stayed there until my spinal wore off, had something to eat, managed to go to the bathroom, we went home. So it was a full day in the hospital, but we were in just for one day, and then got home. And I did not sleep that night at all, because I was just, I think you're in shock a lot of the time when things are happening. And I got home and sat down and realised I just had surgery and I'm no longer pregnant. Like a ton of bricks, I did. So yeah, that is sorry, it's very brief and probably doesn't really make sense, but I'm not gonna, if I go into too much detail, I'll start to cry. I really don't want to cry on YouTube. Sorry, I've written down like the order to say things in because I've been a bit nervous to make this. Yeah, so I just got to talk about now. So it's been 3 weeks now since the miscarriage, and I'm okay. Today was a good day, but Reese is off today. Whenever Reese is off work, he had 2 weeks off, thankfully, to grieve, and then he's back now, which is really good for him. But I love, like, when he's off, it just makes things a bit easier, and he's my biggest support and everything. So when he's at work, it's the hard days, and I really struggle with evenings. I'm making this video in an evening, so that's awful. I'm okay. I am on my usual anxiety medication, but it's been upped a bit, and I'm taking that regularly. I'm still on pain medication because I'm still in a bit of pain. I have an antibiotic because I ended up getting an infection after, of course, and I was on antidepressants, but they work for some people, they don't work for others. I did not actually take them long enough to see the effect kick in, but the way they made me feel when I first took them, I couldn't take them anymore. I'm not going to get into that in this video, that could be another one, but yeah, just letting you know what my process of grieving and process of everything so far. The grief I am slowly coming to terms with, I think. I'm very sad and I cry almost every night about it. But the grief I am starting to come to terms with slowly. Both my knees are. It's slowly becoming more real. It's slowly not getting easier at all. It probably will never get easier. I think the bit I'm struggling with, because Reese couldn't struggle with this because he wasn't pregnant, was just I'm not pregnant right now. Like, I keep doing things just through the day, I'm feeling fine, and then realising at that moment I should be pregnant. And I just want to be pregnant with baby Angel still. I really would give anything. And it's tough because it makes you want to be pregnant now and get pregnant, but I don't want to get pregnant, obviously. Again, right now, I just wish I was still pregnant, and that really, really hurts. And now Grace will say things like I'll say I'll be a bit emotional, so I won't want to play, like get up and run around and play, so like, I'll give Mummy a minute, she's not feeling well. That's how you'd explain it to a child, I guess. Because she's a bit worried about me being sad at the moment, so I don't like to say I'm sad, because she just gets really worried. So I just say I'm not feeling well, but she'll go, Mummy, there's not a baby in your tummy anymore. Which is good, because we've explained it to her in a way that's like easier for her to understand. So to her that's a good thing to say, because we said baby's fine, baby's safe. So you're okay, Mummy, because the baby's not in your tummy, the baby's safe. I've got a brave face, but kicked it right in the stomach, that does. So yeah, that's what I'm struggling with. I just keep thinking I'm all good, or I'm doing okay today, with the grief part anyway, and then I'll just remember I should be pregnant right now. But that really hurts, that really, really hurts. And we have a little box that we have, which is right here actually, a little candle next to it. That we have the one test that we bought, 2 pregnancy tests, scan pictures that we had, and we're going to at some point write a letter to the baby and put it in. We're just not there yet. In that box, and that has helped. I do take it to bed a lot. It's just so hard to cuddle a box and know you can't cuddle that baby. Holding the tears in. Yeah. With PTSD, in case anyone doesn't know what that is, post-traumatic stress disorder, I have struggled fighting my case that I have that, because you get called hormonal, pregnancy hormones, or it's just grief, which I completely understand. Doctors are amazing, NHS is amazing, but sometimes you do know your own mind, and I've struggled with mental illness my entire life. I know the trauma I've been through. Maybe I don't explain it well, but I know. So I've struggled to be heard about that, which has been really difficult, and I've struggled in general with the symptoms of PTSD. And again, I'm not going to go fully into it because I'm going to make another video probably about that, but yeah, like flashbacks of my surgeries, not just the miscarriage one, Sunday surgery, other surgeries. Flashbacks, nightmares every single night. Panic attacks pretty much whenever I go out now. And I thought it would be small triggers, but literally any sound, smell, anything that reminds me of a hospital, masks, which everyone is wearing now because of coronavirus, my anxiety, which makes me have a panic attack, which is really hard when you are a mum to 2 daughters already, and I take them out with me and I have to hold that in, and I'm just like, oh, it's so hard. But anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. I'm just saying, recently, obviously struggling with the grief, but I'm dealing with that slowly, as it will never go away, but I don't know, I don't cry every hour of every day anymore. With PTSD, that's still hard. I really am struggling with that, but I'm going to see a counsellor next week, which we are paying for because I couldn't get it on the NHS. I maybe could if I maybe fought even more, but I'm really tired of repeating the same thing to so many people and not getting the help and not getting the recognition. And I think that's making it worse, because it made me want to give up. It made me want to not talk to anyone about it and just don't know. It just put me in a bad place. So I have sought. I have found help myself, which is fine, and we are very lucky to be able to afford that at the moment. We're going to have to be a bit tighter budget in our money, but if I'm willing to pay for my hair, why not my mental health, you know what I mean? Because I can afford it, obviously. A lot of people cannot, and hat goes off to them, because the waiting lists are 6 to 9 months to a year or whatever right now, and that's just crazy to me. But again, sorry, I'm not going into that in this video. Talking about the future, I am hoping to make more videos and upload more on YouTube now, hopefully some vlogs, but also I'm going to be talking a lot about PTSD. I'm probably going to be talking a lot about miscarriage. I will try and keep them happy, but at the moment I'm not super happy as my usual self. I'm not my normal self. This has changed me forever, so I understand this isn't the content you're looking for. That's okay. Maybe you're not in a place now if you want to watch these videos, that's fine. But yeah, it has helped talking about it on here though, actually, and I haven't cried as much as I thought, so that must be a good thing. There's not much more to say about the future really. I just know I want to make some more videos, I guess, and I'm trying to get back into somewhat of a routine with the girls, because it's been a lot of whack, obviously, because of one, coronavirus, and two, now miscarriage, and I just want to get back into a routine, and routine helps, well, used to, probably still will, hopefully, helps my anxiety, so hopefully that'll help with panic attacks and everything. Yeah. Soon be Christmas, that's what my mum says. Yeah. Thank you everyone who's messaged me, everyone who has helped us, everyone who has done anything to help us at this time. Whether that be a message, whether that be going to get us some food, whether that be watching the girls while I had to go to surgery. Every single person that has helped us and messaged us and sent us love, we appreciate you so much. Everyone who has experienced or is experiencing a miscarriage right now, you are amazing and so brave, and this is one of the hardest things. No, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. I'm sure you probably feel the same, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard to say as someone who's only 3 weeks since born, but I'm feeling more hopeful today than I was a few days ago, and there is help. There's miscarriage support charities, there's obviously the NHS in it. As much as I have not received help from them in the way of counselling, I have received help from them in just someone to talk to, in medication. They checked up on me every few days. This is the start. Midwives, health visitor. My health visitor has been amazing. They've come to visit me every week since. There's obviously mental health you're struggling with after the Samaritans. There's so much help out there. It really is, and I know that's so hard, like, to hear when you're just sitting there and just feel hopeless and there's no help. But there is to help get through this really tough time, and let yourself cry. Let yourself feel your feelings. It is emotional. I cry every single night, but I'm okay with that because I want to be connected to my baby and I want to feel sad about it. I want to, but it's good to cry out sometimes. And any dads who are going through this as well, you're also amazing, and you do an amazing job at supporting your wife or girlfriend or just, I don't know, person you're having a baby with, or you're doing a great job at supporting them, and I hope you can get support yourself. There is help for males out there too, because it does affect a lot of dads. Of course it does. It might affect a woman and a man differently sometimes, but because obviously the woman deals with the physical side, but you're both so valid in your feelings, and I want everyone going through this or who has been through this to feel valid and heard. You are heard. I hear you, and you can get help. And if you follow me on anything, my Instagram, I will put it in the link below. Message me if you want to. I don't mind. Comment on here. Ask me to anyone. I think what I've learned through this is I am really an open book, and if I wasn't before, I 100% am now. Everyone knows everything about me. I guess the last thing to say is, to our baby angel, you'll never be forgotten. Mummy and daddy will always love you. Your sisters will always love you, and I wish I could hold you, but I'm sure I will one day, and I really miss you, and I wish I was still pregnant. I hope you are. Hope you're proud of looking down your mom, because we can't be together, but I hope you're proud, because I'm proud to have carried you, even if it was for a short time. I think I'm going to end that there because I'm getting a bit too emotional for this video now. But yeah. Just sending lots of love and want to be honest, and I don't know. I think my life is just an I don't know right now. Everyone deals with everything differently, and there's no right way to grieve, there's no right way to deal with anything. I'll deal with everything differently. Oh, let's wipe those tears, shall we? Right, thank you for watching, and I will post another video hopefully soon. Thank you for all your support and love, and yeah, goodbye.